All right, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate you all for jumping in. Are you guys comfortable with Terence Steele hitting the bench? Right? Are you guys comfortable with that? It seems as if, though, La'el Collins won back his primary spot at right tackle, and it wasn't his spot to lose, basically, coming from what the information that we heard out there. Now, with that being said, for left tackle, it seems as if, though, Tyron Smith will be able to play this weekend, and practice has been going okay. They're trying to keep everything quiet, but it seems as if, though, Tyron Smith is going to play this weekend. So that means back to the bench for Terence Steele. It's just how it goes, man. Sometimes you play it lights out, and due to the adjustments of the line and due to the temperaments of the line, you go back to your positioning. Now, do you guys agree with that? Or I know the low-hanging fruit will be Connor Williams, get him up out of there. Let's figure out a way to make some wholesale changes, move La'el Collins back at left guard, and then keep Terence Steele at right tackle, and let's see how this thing going to work out with Tyron Smith and see whether or not he's going to be able to continue to play. And that's a lot of wholesale changes, right? And the Cowboys will not do that. And, of course, we can see Connor McCarthy. He's been doing his thing, Cowboy Nation. So many things that we can look at, so many things that we can say to ourselves, all right, cool. Which way are we going to roll with it, right? And, of course, this game still will be a game of Dak Prescott versus Pat Mahomes. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Chiefs, yeah, that's one thing. And the offensive line, the movable chairs, or where we're going to place guys is another. But at the end of the day, doesn't matter. Dak Prescott versus Pat Money Mahomes. That's what everybody's talking about. And I don't blame them, hot ticket sales. And think about this. The Cowboys, the 21st ranked defense versus the 27th ranked defense for the Kansas City Chiefs. But in their red zone, Cowboys ranked 23rd, and I believe the Kansas City Chiefs are ranked 26 or 27 respectively. Meaning that this thing can go all the way down to still being a high-scoring game. Both teams give up a lot of points on the big plays, right? But which defense can stand tall?
Dak Prescott is on pace for 40 passing touchdowns. The Chiefs' 20 turnovers, however, are the second most in the NFL this season. Seems like that plays into the Cowboys' hands, who ranked 4th in takeaways. Chiefs have won 3 straight, claiming sole possession of first place in the AFC West for the first time this season, while the Cowboys hold a commanding lead in the NFC least, which has not yet been made the official name of that division. Not yet. Here's Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy on how Dak is approaching this matchup versus the Chiefs.
Let's listen to it.
Oh, I would just say he's looking forward to it. I mean, this is a big challenge. We look at this as two excellent teams coming together. I mean, if I was a fan, this is a game I'd watch on Sunday. So, especially with both quarterbacks. He's just dialed into the game plan part of it today. This is our heavy lifting day. So, but I know come Sunday he'll be excited to get out there and compete.
No doubt. So that's Mike McCarthy, and then this is the new show with Mike Kellerman just in talking about this Cowboys conversation. Now, everybody know, like Coach said, everybody, if you're a fan, especially of the Cowboys or the Chiefs, you sitting there at the edge of your seat. You can't wait to watch this, right? This is going to be one of those high-ticketed type of games, and it should be dynamic on the offensive side of the coin. Now, I get it. The Kansas City Chiefs may look at it and say, okay, we're going to pull the Denver Broncos card and we're going to try to run the rock. Well, I come here to tell you, they can try to run it. However, you got to understand that if the Cowboys start scoring early and often, that whole mindset of the Kansas City Chiefs taking a page out of the Denver Broncos going to have to be shredded and ripped up and thrown out the window. Time of possession is everything, and you just can't create that type of temperaments of a game plan out of thin air. That's just not their philosophy. That's just not how they play ball over there. And I'm quite sure that the Kansas City Chiefs looking at it like, man, no, we go toe-to-toe with them guys, We got Pat Mahomes. We got wide receivers on the outside that can take the top off the defense. We got a Travis Kelce, right? So, and they can say, well, we got also Super Bowl experience. We got big game and big time and big moments experience. Cowboys don't have that, right? So Dak Prescott got to look at this and say, all right, cool. Let's lace them up. Let's roll them up. Let's get out here. Let's make an impact. Let me tell you guys, let's leave it all on the field. And that's what he said in his last, I can't say all of the words that he said, but that's what he be saying in that huddle. Let's go out there and get this. And I'm quite sure that the Cowboys organization, they relishing at this point right here. And we can talk about everything else, but let's listen in to this game day talk between Steve Smith, not Stephen A. Smith, but Steve Smith and the playmaker.
Steve, these two teams, they will now face each other this week in Week 11. Which offense has the edge when they meet?
Well, preparing for this week, I had the great opportunity to talk to McNeely, and I beat Irv, so I got to pick the Cowboys. I am picking the Cowboys. Why? Because the Kansas City Chiefs can't stop a nosebleed. With the membership of Costco, they are not getting any pressure. 30th, 14 sacks. Man, 14 sacks as a team, that's nothing. And then they're also giving up 375 yards, ranked 26. The Cowboys, they stunk it up against Denver, but they are bouncing back. They got right here by the Atlanta Falcons, and I expect that they can start to get into this playoff form run that they are heading to, anchored and led by their captain, franchise player, Dak Prescott.
Man, impressive by Steve Smith, the real one, right? The one that actually played football and not an A in the middle of it, So Steve Smith, hey, I love the praises, but pump the brakes a little bit, man. This is new to me. Hearing people from the outside of the Cowboys, former players or current players that talk glowingly of the Cowboys. This is new to all of us, but I get it. We should go up there and be victorious and with all of the praises based off of stats alone, right? But you still got to play the game. You still got to roll them up and lace them up. And there's no shyness to the fact that I can speak boldly and say, yeah, I believe in Rain Dakota Prescott, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Ezekiel, Elijah Elliott. I believe in all of those boys, yeah. And I think that they're going to bring a lot to the table. I can't wait to see it, Cowboy Nation. I can't. But now it's time for the playmaker. Now, that's his angle. That's his alleyway to speak glowingly. Not you, Steve Smith. Not you.
Earlier when we put up that sign where you saw Dak and Patrick Mahomes, and the numbers are similar, in some places Dak's winning, I found that to be interesting because when all the while Dak was doing his contract, everybody said, well, you're not Patrick Mahomes. Right. Actually, yes, he is. You know what I mean? He's putting up better numbers than Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, I will say Cowboys because just last week, Kansas City, as Travis Kelce said, got the swagger back. So, they're feeling good. I thought it was important for them to have a 40-point game so they can themselves know that, yeah, we can still do this, score 40 points. But the Cowboys have been putting up 40 regularly at home. And they've been putting up 30-something points on the road. So I'll go with the Cowboys. The greatest thing about Kansas City, Steve, last week, 9 receptions to the running back. That says I'm taking the little things and trying to make them big.
When has the Kansas City Chiefs had a 100-yard rusher?
You're so funny. I asked Steve this right before. I said, man, when last time Steve said, Priest Holmes was the running back. 3 and 4, and Edward Elaire had over 100 yards. But it seemed like it was Priest Holmes.
All right, so you guys, you're both going with the Cowboys there. I don't know if that's going to be a jinx.
The consistency. Okay. But it's going to be a game with the Chiefs.
Yeah. Absolutely. Those Chiefs, they definitely need to clean up the turnovers as well. Of the second most in the league.
All right, so that's them talking. And I don't think that this is a jinx situation. These are just guys giving analytical aspect to it, especially when you are the number one collective offense. And then like Steve Smith says, fourth in passing, fourth in rushing, those two categories there. Kansas City Chiefs don't have a plate full of food to try to digest, and that's a lot of stuff, man. To figure out which one you're gonna take. You're gonna try to shut down the run first, or you're gonna try to shut down the pass. the pass, right? So all of those things, all of those boards got valid points, but I'm coming here to tell you guys right now, the Cowboys, as long as they locked in and focused, don't bite the cheese or steal the cheese or move the cheese or whatever it is with the cheese. Just let the cheese be the cheese. Don't feel yourself, because I'm quite sure that I made the statement before. When you see that wet floor sign, it's a reminder. Hey, you can slip over there. Be cautious around there. Don't smell. Don't play around in that area. Don't play around. Don't move too much stuff around in that area, because you can fall. And that Denver Broncos game was the wet floor sign, right? That was the wet floor sign on the floor. So we got to make sure that when we on this road, that just because what we did to the Atlanta Falcons, that was history. That was last week. Now you got to make new history this week. Cowboys Nation, let's go. Let's continue to grind and shine. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Stay focused, baby. Lock in, baby. Lock in. Let's get it. Salute.